Hey there, I'm wondering if you've ever gone through a season, a time when you really felt unseen, unknown, unloved, rejected, um, or less than. And I just want you to know that no matter where you're at, that God sees you and you're not forgotten, even though you can go through a time you may feel like everyone has overlooked you, but God has never. We read about two women in the Bible that is their story, about the story of Hagar, and she was the slave of Abraham and Sarah, and Sarah really wanted a child, didn't see that she wasn't able to at that time. She gave Hagar to her Abraham, and then Hagar gets pregnant, and then of course Sarah gets jealous, and now Hagar finds herself unwanted, unloved, mistreated. She was misused, and she's cast out. But God met her there. God seen her, and in her encounter with God, she referred to God as the God who sees me. And then later in Genesis 21, when she had her son Ishmael and she was cast out again, God hears the boy's cries and responds with provision and promise. And then we read about Leah, similar situation where, well, no different, but she was unloved by her husband because her husband had loved her sister, but she was given to him first as a wife, and then he married the one he loved, her sister, and so she feels very unloved and rejected and unwanted. And just, I could not imagine that, what she's going through. But God saw her pain. In Genesis 29:31, he honored her by opening her womb and blessing her with children. And Leah named her sons according to her deep longing for love. Because by the time she names her fourth son, Judah, we see a shift that she begins to place her hope in God rather than man. And so from Leah, out of Leah's lineage came Judah, the line through which Jesus was born. So here was a woman overlooked, unwanted, unloved in both situations, but from Leah's seed line comes Jesus, and that's just amazing. So I want you to know that doesn't matter what you've gone through, what the pain and the sorrow and what people have done to you and how they overlooked you, that God sees you when others overlook you, hears your silent cries and those unspoken prayers, and he draws near to the brokenhearted and those that are crushed in spirit. He uses the overlooked for his greatest purposes. So do not lose hope. You are seen, you are known, you are never forgotten. Seen in Psalms 139 is a great chapter to read to about how God sees you in every situation.